married.
Yeah, we got married, and I had two.
We had two
no,
witnesses.
I'm going.
No, I want you to sit down for a few minutes.
Well, anyway,
Come around here.
I had two witnesses, and when I left my house, my daddy's, I had my suitcase packed under the bed, and so Aubrey Butler, a friend of ours, he come over there and he said, Grandma, I'm going to take Leila to a band over at Quincy. They're going to have a big dance. He made that up and told her, but I let it go on that way. So when he got me, went over to his house, and his mother had a big supper fix for us.
How did y'all get over there?
Well, he had a car. He'd come pick me up.
You had a car back in them days?
Yeah, he had, you know, they had T models and A models.
We had T-bottles then.
I know, but you must have been rich to have a car.
Yeah, well.
No, I wasn't rich, but I bought a car once. I bought the first car I bought in 1917.
Yes.
1917.
He's talking about when we got married. You didn't have a car. You had a horse and
I
buggy.
just had a horse and buggy right then, but I had a car and sold it too. I'd done sold 2 cars and got rid of them and just had a horse and buggy at that time.
Yeah, but anyway, he took us to get married, and he and his mother was our witness.
Aubrey Kelly.
But,
His car to get married over Buck. Him and his mother.
so we got married and went right straight home, and I've been staying at home ever since. No honeymoon.
He put you to work.
And they offered him, he was a superintendent on the farm, you know, running it for Chef and Eleanor.
Where's this at, in Havana?
Yeah, it's over there.
Joining the city limits on the south.
Okay.
That big farm, I stayed on it 2 years. I wished I'd have stayed longer, but I asked him to raise my wages, and he said he just couldn't give no more.
Well, you were
I
getting,
thought I could get out and get me a job. And when the Hoover days come along, you couldn't buy a job. Then
that was way afterwards.
That was in about 29, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was way afterwards.
28?
Way after that, when the Hoover days come.
No, you tried to farm, you farmed, and after that.
Tobacco?
Yeah, he grew tobacco and corn and peanuts.
We made enough to eat, but couldn't make no money. Because the place that I rented, I had to rent a place a long time, and they didn't even have a tobacco barn. I didn't have money to put a tobacco barn on somebody else's land. So I just,
How much was land then, an acre?
oh, it was real cheap then.
About how much?
Well, it run anywhere from $3 an acre to $10 and $15 an acre.
You back there, that
$3
place.
an acre?
Yeah, but that old Riverland it sells for $2 an acre.
Well, we're not talking about Riverland. We're talking about at the Parrot place. Now, he offered you that place for how much?
Oh, I drove on halves there.
I know, but didn't he want to sell it?
Yeah, he offered it to me
For how much?
for $2,500.
Yeah, and how many acres?
Well, I think it was 150.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the money to pay for it. So he kept it. Went the house down, got the insurance out of it, 2 barns, and then built a little sheep house back there for somebody to go there and move in. William moved in that little sheep house.
Talk a little louder.
Yeah, made a half up from this stuff.
Yeah.
And finally, Mr. Pat sold it all to Chef and Eleanor company. They made a cop farm out of it. Tore down all the old buildings and sold it to grass.
Yeah.
Some of the barns had burned up anyhow. 2 of them had burned up to the
He
house.
can't even leave the way he does.
Norman Pratt burned up his house in Havana for the Indians.
Yeah, I remember that. He'd burn the houses up and then get the money. Well, that, with the house that we rented there in front of your daddy's, that house burned up too.
Yeah, it burned up later.
For the money.
That was Railroad Smith.
I know he did that. I remember.
He had it burnt and didn't get my $900 for him.
Whenever we moved over on the McFarland place, our house burned up.
And everything, we didn't have nothing, didn't save nothing but the car.
That was all. No clothes.
That was in
No
Savannah?
clothes.
No, that was on a farm, the McFarland farm over there at Scotland. If you know where Scotland there, where there's a road that goes way back over there.
Yeah,
A big farm.
Belonged to the bank. Mr. Calloway was a sawmill man. He leased it. He got me to go down there and take a 2-mule farm. He bought me 2.5 mules. And everything I needed. I made a shop there for Mr. Calloway on the hay. I made a little money.
What, tobacco?
Yeah, tobacco, corn, all kinds of stuff.
He went to feed the hogs that morning.
I had to go way down the plantation and kept basket of corn for the hogs.
Yeah, and then he heard Arch hollering, "Herman, the house is afire, your house is afire."
Arch, your brother?
Yeah, my brother, and he went running and got there. They just did get there in time to save our car. Was parked right up to it. And it was in November.
It was hot. Just did get it tanked before it caught a fire.
Yeah. And
we had killed hogs, and I had a smokehouse full of good old country meat and sausage. And I went to the bay and got a lot of mullet fish and roe, and they went up. And all my lard, and all my meat went up.
and all his clothes.
Smokehouse was close to the dwelling house. When I got there, the house was falling in. You couldn't get around it.
Well, you got there in time to save the car.
Yeah, I got there before the front post didn't fall in first.
No.
What year was that?
That was 19 and 20. Let's see, Frank was the baby. How old is Frank now? About
1920.
Yeah, I'd say he's 50. He's just got old enough to draw Social Security now. So he must.
65?
He's 62.
62.
So he's a 65. I can't. But anyway, we didn't even save a diaper for the
We
baby.
had nothing there.
No
but a
clothes.
car.
And we went to Tallahassee when he sold his tobacco and bought a supply of clothes. And Robert had the first zipper sweater that I ever seen, you know, heard. He loved that zipper sweater, first thing he ever had. And it was in the closet, and that little thing broke loose from me and run in there and grabbed it and dropped it on the front porch. And I run after him with the baby in my arms to get him out of the house.
After that sweater?
Yeah, and then it lost it anyway. He cried.
Oh, excuse me.
It's okay.
Yeah, Frank was the baby, and Louise was about 3 years old. Wasn't
She wasn't very old.
No, she was.
Yo, she was too. Frank was the baby.
Yeah.
See, Robert was about.
Louise is older than Frank.
I know it. Louise is older than Robert. She's the first one.
Yeah.
So Frank
She's older than one.
Frank was the baby.
Louise is 65 or 66, ain't she?
67.
67 now.
She's getting along, you know. She's getting to be an old woman
And
herself.
nobody didn't give me nothing but old man Calloway gave me a bedstead. And Ralph gave us a little single bed or something.
He gave us a double bed, and I still got that bed, and I lent that single bed to Sherry. I don't know, I reckon she still got it. I didn't get it to her. It's that white iron bed, you know, in that back bedroom.
Yeah.
It's one like that on the single bed.
That's an old bed.
Yeah, it is old.
And
50
one
years
fellow's
old.
house put up there at Havana. And all the church members went out there and said Charlie Chester and his family clothes and took me too.
But we didn't have nobody give us
Nobody didn't bring me nothing. Give us that little.
Well, you see, we lived back then. The kids were small, and we wasn't going to church. We went to church too. We went to the Baptist church. They would have, I reckon, but you know, we hadn't went in so long until we was off. They just forgot about us, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was it. Well, we went through a lot of hardships and times, but we're still hanging on.
After how long have y'all been married now?
We've been married about 69 years, haven't we? Yeah, every bit of it. New Easy's 68.
Married nearly 70 years.
Yeah. Oh, not far from it.
Not far from it.
No. When you get old, your mind wears out with your body. You know it? You can't remember, but he can remember better than I can.
Some things I won't never forget. Some things I will forget.
Well, you know we'll forget World War I.